Hi guys, my name is Mutumba Muti. I'm just going to discuss with you what I did for assignment week 4. So there are a number of questions here, which actually I got from the rubric. The first one was to prove that Sally's password is set. In the here, it's clearly indicated when I use to what we call this sudocat /etc slash shadow file. When I ran that file, it gave me the following. So here we're looking at Saleh, if his password is really set. And down here is where I have Saleh. And by looking at these hash combinations here, they imply that his password has been set. But for others like Bruce, the password is not set. That's why you see an exclamation. Is proof that genuine and finance on that one. Then here I went ahead to use what we called the pseudo get factor on that one. And then when I run the file here, I get is that one, and then the owner is genuine as required, and the group is finance. Then the other question was to display the content of the server profile. Then here I use the LSBRK, which is going to display the following information. It's going to show us the amount points, and if I run it here, then just come and run it here. LSBOK, and run it here. It's going to give us this. We'll have my local D6 here that were installed previously with the name, the major, the minor, the size, the type, the amount of points that are clearly also indicated here. And sometimes I may use the top, like clearly indicated up here, where I use the top command to give us the PID, as process ID, and then the nice values, the CPU percentage usage, the memories, and so on. However, for more granular interactive experience, I may decide to use HTOP. And when I run HTOP, I get some kind of curated information here, which is so much wonderful. Then another question is prove that Saleh has read, write, and execute permissions on that one. So still, when I go back here, get factor, and I just type it here, sudo get factor, and that one, I just run it here. So they are saying the question is looking at Saleh. So the question is looking at Saleh. Saleh is here, is a user, but is given read, write, and execute permissions. Then when I come to another question, you're saying that what files system rights does Teddy have? That one. When I come to Teddy here, that is not listed here, but that means Teddy is here in others. When Teddy is in others, that group is given read and execute permissions. Then the next question is that Bruce is reporting that he's no longer accessing the engineering group. So if Bruce is no longer accessing the engineering group, previously was there. Let me just go back and check with the engineering group. Then here we run the command, which is the sudocat /etc/shadow. This one's going to display our password and the groups as well. Here we are having our engineering group. The password was previously set as required, and Bruce is here. So There are two possible reasons as to why this Bruce is no longer accessing. One could be that Bruce is removed from the group, then he can no longer. Then two, is denied the read, write, and execute permissions. Then another one is they're saying that what recommendations do you have for the management? So this server of mine has been upgraded with security, more security rules. That is to say, when we looked at the firewalls, I was trying to configure the firewalls here, and when I ran the sudo ufw status, it was very, very active, which allowed some traffic using Samba and then using the SSH with port 22. And with the Samba, it's using port 2049. So this firewall is so much important in filtering unnecessary traffic. And by that way, we're trying to control the hackers into our system. And then also, it gives privileges to only those ones who are meant to. So not everybody that can access any data at any time. So that's those are the recommendations I can give so far. So I think the questions are exhausted from here. Look at how the systems are created. Yeah. Thank you so much.